Hello?
Ate, yung pambayad sa kuryente, hindi mo pa napadala. Putulan na raw kami bukas.
That's how every conversation starts. No greetings, no how are you, or kumain ka na ba? 10 years in a foreign hospital, working double shifts, only to be treated like a digital wallet. If I stopped sending money today, would I still exist to them? Welcome to Silip sa Buhay Pinoy. Mga kwentong tahimik pero totoo. Ito ang kwento ni Tess. Tess is the eldest daughter. The Panganay who was groomed to be the family's savior before she even knew what a career was. In a typical Filipino home, being the eldest isn't just a birth order. It's a lifetime contract of service. Growing up, strict wasn't the word for it. It was surveillance. Her parents, Mang Nestor and Aling Cora, watched her every move, not because they were overprotective of her heart, but because she was their retirement plan.
Huwag kang mag-boyfriend.
They'd say.
Focus on your studies para maka-abroad ka.
She lived a dead kid life. School, church, dorm, walang gimmick, walang ligaw, just the weight of expectations. Tess wanted to be an artist, maybe a teacher, but in their house, her dreams were a luxury they couldn't afford.
Mag-nursing ka, Tess. Yun ang mabilis makalabas ng bansa.
Her father insisted. They used her education as a leverage. Follow our path or we won't pay for your tuition. So she traded her canvas for clinical charts. The day she left for the UK, there were tears, but they felt more like relief than grief. For the next 10 years, Tess became the primary funder of the family household. Every month, like clockwork, the remittance slip became her only connection to home. One sibling graduated, then the next. She paid for the laptops, the tuition fees, the debut parties she wasn't even invited to. Habang lumalaki ang ipinapadala ni Tess, lumalaki rin ang entitlement sa bahay. Her siblings grew up thinking that money grows on the streets of London. They didn't find jobs. They found reasons to ask for more. Even the youngest already had 2 kids, all living under the roof Tess paid for, eating the food Tess bought. During the global inflation spike of the mid-2020s, Tess's bills abroad doubled. She was exhausted. One night, over a rainy video call, she finally spoke up. Nay, Tay, baka naman pwedeng mag-ambag na rin sina Junjun. Hindi ko na kaya lahat. The silence on the other end was deafening.
Anong ambag?
Her father's voice boomed.
Pinag-aral ka namin para tulungan ang mga kapatid mo? Utang na loob mo sa amin kung nasaan ka man ngayon.
Tess felt a sting in her chest. Tay, I accepted that I am your retirement plan. I will take care of you. Pero yung mga kapatid ko, they have their own lives. Hanggang kailan? Then came the words that broke the camel's back. Her father told her directly,
Huwag kang aasa na may mamanahin ka rito. Itong bahay, para sa mga kapatid mo lang to.
He even added,
Sana pala, iniwan ka na lang namin nung bata ka pa.
The stress took its toll. Tess collapsed at work and had to undergo emergency surgery. She woke up in the recovery room, intubated, floating in and out of a coma. When she finally reached for her phone, hoping for a get well soon or a missed call from home, there was nothing. Just a message from her sister asking if the package was arriving this week. After she recovered, she called her brother.
Bakit ganon? Hindi man lang kayo tumawag para mangumusta sa akin? Is it because you just see me as an ATM? Anyway, an ATM doesn't talk, right?
Her brother didn't deny it. He just stayed silent until she changed the subject. Ang sakit, di ba? The realization that your value is measured in pesos and cents. Tess made a choice. She would continue to support her parents because that was her promise. But the unlimited subscription for her siblings was over. She told them that once the parents are gone, the money stops. The result? They stopped talking to her. They only answer the phone if it's about the monthly remittance. She sees her contemporaries on Facebook, wedding photos, children's birthdays, vacations. Sometimes she feels the sting of, what if? But then she looks at her small, quiet apartment. It's hers. The piece is expensive, but she finally paid for it. She still calls every Sunday. Most of the time, they hang up quickly.
Busy kami, te.
They don't miss her at all. They miss the money she represents. But Tess has learned to breathe again. She is no longer just a nurse abroad. She is Tess, a woman who is finally learning to love herself after a lifetime of loving everyone else. Ang kwento ni Tess is not unique. In our culture, the breadwinner syndrome is often wrapped in the beautiful gift wrap of utang na loob. But there is a thin line between honoring your parents and being exploited by them. Real maturity is realizing that you cannot pour from an empty cup. When we allow our families to become fully dependent on us, we aren't just hurting ourselves. We are also preventing them from growing and taking responsibility for their own lives. Setting boundaries isn't an act of rebellion. It's an act of survival. It's okay to say no to siblings who are capable of working. It's okay to prioritize your health over a new gadget for a nephew. Loving your family doesn't mean you have to set yourself on fire to keep them warm. If the only reason they talk to you is because of what you give, then the relationship was never about you in the first place. It was about the transaction. To all the ates and kuyas out there, you are more than your remittance. You're allowed to have a life, a dream, and a future that belongs to you. Be responsible, be kind, but never forget that you are a human being, not an ATM. Sana may nakuha kayong kahit konting insight or reflection sa videong ito. Maraming salamat sa pakikinig at please mag-subscribe po kayo. At kung nagustuhan nyo ang content, please huwag kalimutang mag-like. Hanggang sa muli, ito ang Silip sa Buhay Pinoy.